So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And now Scott loves baseball and board games. He played them all. There's no place to rather spend the money nice than here. Having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
Eric. What's up, guys? Hello. It's going to be a little bit of a different show tonight. We got a full room. Excited to have some guests which we'll introduce soon, but I am Mudhog B&Q.
I'm Cream 430.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm Eric. That sounds like I'm in between two wrong dudes right now. Like,
Hey, I like a little ginger on my pickle, if you know what I mean.
Woo!
oh, we're all gonna get along real good. So apparently we were gonna filter ourselves, but I guess we do not have to.
This is an adult show. You love to not see him back behind the off-screen.
Off-screen Matt, hello.
And the rest of the gentlemen from a Taproom.
Taproom.
So, welcome, guys. Welcome.
You may hear Xavier's over there in the back, and I got Larry right over here. So if you see some weird arms coming through, you know, I don't have 4 arms. I just have 2. So,
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah, maybe a third one.
I was waiting for that. I was trying to figure out how I could slide that in, but
Dick jokes all night. Here we go.
I see what you did. Slide it in.
all right.
High bar.
Oh, yeah. That is us for sure.
So we got actually a couple IPAs. We got some sweet stouts coming up. Some of these, I believe, and we'll get into, are some collaboration brews you did.
They have 2 beers that they collabed on. A Taproom collabed on with a brewery out of Tampa, Arcane. It's called Soft on the Inside, so when that comes up, you know that one. And then another one from Chi-Town, a brewery called Maplewood, and it's just called A Collab Beer. So yeah, very interesting stuff we're about to have.
Excited to try these things.
Yeah, we got beers to drink. I mean, that was the point of us coming, right?
Yes, drink beer.
To drink beer,
part of the show.
and to open beer, and to swallow beer.
Hey, that's what she said.
In that order?
Sure.
So, let's start, number 1, with our most anticipated beer of the night, Matt.
I saw that we had the soft on the inside. As soon as you guys walked in, I read that. I was like, ooh, this sounds good. And the fact it's collab beer with you all as well. I'm really pumped to try that one. And I saw it's got my kind of range of ABV, so it makes me a little happier too.
Yeah.
And what was the one? What was that called?
Soft on the inside.
Soft on the inside.
Oh yeah, just like me.
Well, as always, he always takes my most anticipated. I also am going to go with soft on the inside. But unlike Matt, I'm also soft on the outside. So.
What about you, Eric?
I'm gonna go with the only one that I haven't had, which is the Listerman barrel aged collab with some.
What's the name of that?
It's Turn This Bus Around. It's some 14.5% barrel aged stout with cocoa nibs and all sorts of other stuff.
Hopefully they redeem themselves.
What about you, Xavier? What do you think your most anticipated beer of the night is?
I'm gonna go with Eric because 1, I didn't know he had that.
Just slipped it in on you?
2, yeah.
That
happened a lot.
Bus?
Yeah, the Listerman beer. The rest of those,
Already had?
I've had a few times, but
Except for the 2 that they threw in there, I haven't had either one of those.
I threw in 2 IPAs,
I can see about 5 feet from me.
Feel you, brother.
What about you, Larry?
Fastest game is real.
blind
right?
as shit.
I'd say I'm most excited about Noon Whistle, which has the important warning of look both ways because it is.
Yeah, that's a collab with
11%.
Whiskey Hill, which is our brewery next month.
What was it called? Noon Whistle?
Noon Whistle. Yeah.
That's the brewery that it's collabed with. This is called
Look both ways?
yeah, Look Both Ways.
Yeah.
But it's
Advice.
a collab with Noon Whistle, but it's brewed at Whiskey Hill.
All right, perfect.
Who are on Friday?
Matt, what we got? You got anything?
Yeah, we got Pete Ferrara on. Ugly Pete.
Ugly
Sup,
Pete.
buddy? Missed you at the 100th episode party, man. Didn't even say anything.
He's so busy.
Sucker.
So busy making food for everybody.
We also got Russell. Says, let's go.
Russell.
Appreciate it from out west, my friend. And Jennifer Becker, BYBC herself, says, so many handsome fellas tonight. Wait until we start cycling through. There's even more coming in.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a big old sausage fest in the basement of some dude's house drinking beer. It sounds like a normal beer share to me.
Or as John likes to call it, Monday night.
Monday night.
Sounds like it. So,
Hey, where's WWE on the TV? Like,
Well, we wouldn't be able to like talk and have the show. We'd be too distracted.
Can we not... Are we
gotta
going to talk some
you
Royal
gotta-
Rumble?
I was gonna say,
Because-
can we what?
Are we going to talk some Royal Rumble?
Got to give it up
Because
to
I got
Brock
thoughts.
Lesnar. Brock Lesnar won the men's Royal Rumble, and then
course he did. He's the
Ronda
biggest
Rousey
Rousey.
comes out
So
of
the
nowhere.
It's like 2018 again. Something like
UFC
that.
won.
Yes,
UFC won.
so
Yes.
UFC circa 2017 won the Royal Rumble.
One's a real sport, one's not.
Bad Bunny got F5, so
Yeah.
that's always a win.
Oh, yes.
Whoever that guy is, he didn't seem like he belonged.
He was very active, I'll say, though.
Yeah, okay.
He was active, and he knocked out a few people.
And then Bobby Lashley won.
Lashley, yeah.
Lashley.
I thought you were a fan, bro.
When they got rid of the gimmicks of like people like the Ultimate Warrior and Undertaker and people that had, I was like, the Stone Cold and The Rock kind of phased out after that. But I still, because I'm a
I
diehard
love a
wrestling
good beer
fan.
crush on your
Stone Cold
forehead.
has to be the only thing in WWE that mattered.
Yeah, and The Rock, my heart's still there. I still keep a safe distance, but I'm not a weekly watcher, I would say. I just love the gimmicks, and now everybody's just John. Here comes John Jones. Here comes Rick Dude, and here comes it's just all like names like. Gotcha. So and then it's yeah. I like the.
You want a good Sting.
Yeah, I want theme music. I want a Hulk Hogan,
You want fire.
Yeah, Kane, Undertaker, Bret Hart.
I want a cage. You want a cage. You want to lock. You want to get locked in a cage with a guy.
Yes,
and
preferably,
tumble around.
I like the
In
outfits.
spandex.
I like the outfits where it's just like just briefs.
Just banana hammocks.
Yeah.
Oil the better.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Get in there and
Pop that first bottle, and while you're doing that, Eric, tell us about a Taproom.
please and thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, if you haven't been before, we're at 25th and Delaware. We are a craft beer bar that focuses on month-long tap takeovers. In addition to that, we collab with a lot of the breweries that we do.
Look like it.
Have on for the whole month. So normally when you're at a tap takeover, it's 4, 5, 6 handles of something, for the night. And we kind of went a different focus to do it all month long and really showcase that brewery, just like if you were to go there, so you don't have to go there.
Nice.
I've been there and got drunk there multiple times.
Yeah, I personally appreciate the concept because you guys get a lot of stuff not from the Indy area too. Like I'm from Ohio. I'm a teetering now Listerman fan, but I used to be a huge Listerman fan. And like you guys bringing them over there, a lot of people that are over here don't know what that is. They got to check it out. I know you guys have had other people from out of state coming in more recently too. So like been keeping some tabs. It's neat to be able to have
That's
that.
the main point, is to get people that are not in Indianapolis. We prefer at all, but sometimes it's just if they have limited distro.
Just put a little bit, and then I'll
Indy's
switch
got
it
a lot
around.
of
And
people that want to drink, and we're just trying to make it easier
You
for
gonna
them
chug
to
that or what?
do
Look,
so.
here. Now it's rinsed a little bit. Perfect.
Yeah, normally you got a guy here that does that, but I kind of sucked at it. Sorry, I've been doing the other job back here, the butt monkey. A couple of people jumped on. We do got Brett Pittsford. So what's up, fellas? How's it going, Brett?
What's up, Brett?
Jake Gregg says,
Hey,
"Who's
Jake.
soft
Looks
on
like
the inside brewed by?"
The cover of a Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it
Went
is.
to a high
Yep,
school
yep.
with the Jake Gregg.
So,
Whether that's the same person.
Soft on the inside is brewed by who again?
Soft on the inside is
yeah.
Arcane. What we're drinking right
Arcane
now is
and us.
Yeah, so
us, yeah.
it's you who are you, Eric, and you who's wearing the shirt. You are kind of encompassing both parts of
are.
the people that made that brewery, huh?
Yeah.
Well
Did you
planned.
know you were wearing that shirt?
I didn't. I didn't.
We've also got a Tyler in the canner Danner. He says, "Hey boys, I wish I was there." Yeah, you do. We got a regular party down here.
So what we're drinking right now is perennial hibiscus and dragon fruit barrel aged saison. that was a collab with Tripping Animals from the Miami, Florida area.
Yeah.
So they Perennial made this beer in collab with them, and we had them in November as our brewery of the month. So
Nice.
you were able to get stuff like Abraxas and some of the things that don't sometimes even leave the brewery. We had a special only keg of a variant of their stout that you could only get at a tap room. So yeah, again, like what Xavier was saying, we're really just trying to bring in stuff that you can't get readily available in Indianapolis or even Indiana, really.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
sometimes anywhere else at all.
4.2% on that one.
4.2. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love that GTA looking art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a
And
bit-
it stands for Country Grammar because Nelly.
Because why not? Yeah, so quick crash course to us.
That is nice.
We are two things, if nothing else. We are label whores and ABV whores. So if you can appeal to one of those or both at the same time, you're doing really good.
I think we'll be fine.
So
Yeah.
number one, first taste. I mean, definitely tart. It's not necessarily cheek puckering by any means, but
Yeah, definitely get it on the tongue. You get a little bit in the back. Has a really good flavor to it. I like it.
get those floral notes on it.
Yep. You definitely feel that. And it's very tasty.
It's got a good tartness where you know it's there, but it's not like off-puttingly, especially people that aren't as in the sour game. Like
Yeah.
myself, for example, like this is one that I'm like, oh, this is actually my kind of
Mild,
approachable level of tart.
Mildly tart.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think it was 16 or 18 month aged in Missouri oak, so it's going to round out real nice and not be super acidic. So
And what's nice about it is a lot of these sours always get really funky, and this is a nice clean sour. I would say
Yep,
very,
it is.
very a little bit more Goza like almost.
yeah.
I don't think it is Goza. I don't think it has any sea salt in it, but it's kind of what it reminds me of.
Very smooth on the front. And like I say, you get that real nice sour all the way through. Very tasty. And it has a good
And
flavor.
remember who's the who's?
Yeah, let's go.
I really like it.
That's all right.
Alright, so you can know my certainly like
Oh, here.
Sour, at least I feel kind of bad about that one. John, blast me.
Oh goodness, buddy.
Hey,
I got this.
Can you get your shit together?
yeah, you need a tray. You need a serving.
Right now.
You need a serving tray. What the
Get
hell?
a
Like,
tray.
impressed me. I don't know about you.
Jesus
So
Christ.
we do rate beers on our show,
no.
and I'll go over kind of our rating system. And number one, it is the average of like 3 people
Yes.
on the camera. Okay, so if sometimes, for the most part, everybody's kind of in the same realm, but there are times where opinions differ, and that's okay because we'll average the score. But what it is, we use the Untappd 5.0 scale in 0.25 increments. So on our show, a score of a 3.0 is what we call a perfectly average beer. So perfectly average for that style. There's nothing. It's good, clean, but it's nothing that necessarily stands out. But there's nothing necessarily bad about it. It's just a perfectly average beer. Okay, going up to a score of 4. That at a 4, that's where you're going to be like, oh well. Not only is this a fantastic beer, but I'm going to seek this out. Even if it's not necessarily the style that you would normally drink, if you decide that, you know what, I don't want to drink that style, but if I did, this is what I would go look for, that's where you're going. That's at least a 4. And then when you get to 4.5 and above, that 4.5 and above, that's really very subjective. That's like, not only is it, this is almost a damn near perfect beer, but it is amongst my favorite styles. It's about as well done as I think one of my top beers.
Yeah.
Down on the flip side of it, going down to a 2, anything between 2 and a 3, not bad, but there's maybe something slightly off. Maybe they tried to do something with a couple different adjuncts, didn't quite work, didn't quite balance, whatever. Okay? Below a 2, you're like, I'm definitely not going to go out and buy this. If I'm given the beer, all right, I'll drink it, but I'm not going to be super happy about it. And then 1 or below is like, no, for the love of God, I'm going to drain and pour this, and I don't ever want to drink this swill again. I'll just give me water.
Yeah. And
Okay.
in the
Hopefully, we're not drinking any of those tonight.
We've had some of those on the show.
And then we got the labeling. I'm a big old school IPA, so I started drinking craft beer
Where's-
probably like a long time ago. So I was really big on,
Sorry, that's...
Alpha King, Two Hearted, them really traditional Sierra Nevada, like those West Coast traditional IPAs, double crooked tree. And then the one thing I really hate, since I really like my IPAs and my traditional IPAs, is when they label it as an IPA or like a double IPA, and it's clearly a hazy IPA because they're just trying to sell it by the looks, and that's the popular thing right now. So that's my pet peeve when it comes to IPAs. I really that. All
right, well, I'm an IPA whore, so hopefully you like the one that I made today.
We judge breweries
by two categories: how well can you make a stout, and how well can you make an IPA.
I started my craft beer journey like at the Herat in Muncie.
Okay, yeah. So. I'm good friends with Tyler and Seth from Muncie, so they were at Elm Street, and Tyler was for a while talking about purchasing the Herat just recently.
Bar.
So
it's a great bar.
So with this beer, I'll go first.
Sure.
I think it's very crisp and clean, like I said, for a sour. Not funky at all, just nice tart. I'm going to go a 3.75. I think it's a tremendous beer. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to go seek it out, but I think it's fantastic.
What about you, Eric?
Oh, well, the label artwork is awesome.
Very true.
Because I played a lot of GTA when I was a kid.
Otherwise.
And I really, really like sours, and I love traditional sours. So, to me, that's like a 4.75.
Perfect.
How about you, Chris? Oh, that felt weird. Chris Ream. I hate when I do that.
I'm on the same boat as Eric. Not as high. I mean, I definitely love the sours.
So you're on a similar boat, not the same boat.
Same boat. Right beside him.
He's on the lower deck. I'm on the upper deck. He's with the peasants, and I'm on the top shelf.
Does that put me on the poop deck?
That puts you on the poop. You're actually fucking rowing, buddy. So yeah, I'm at like a 4.25 on that one. I really love the taste. I love the sour. It's just overall really, really good beer.
A fantastic beer, like I said. So 4.25 average.
Well, and then might as well get
we'll get their scores.
Go ahead, Xavier.
4 or 5. It's been one of the best. We actually got to try that at almost every stage, because when we went to go visit Perennial the first time, that wasn't even carved yet, right? We got
it was still I think it was still in stainless.
Yeah.
We tried it out of stainless,
out of fooder,
and then you guys tried it out of the fooder. I did not get to. I was not there that day.
They got smoked out.
And then and then I got to try it after it was bottle conditioned for a while.
Yeah, so I mean it's been top notch literally from day one. One of the best hours of 2021 that I had. So I'd say 4 or 5.
You can definitely tell. Larry?
4.25 for me as well.
Yeah.
That's just...
See, he's a real beer drinker.
Sour, and it just... the hibiscus reigns through. I love it.
Awesome. So there we go.
Matt, you don't count.
I don't count.
I don't even have a column for you.
Yeah, that's fair. You shouldn't. Little personal biasy here, but I'm going to go 4. It deserves better, but I'm just not that big of a sour fan. But even still, that thing is damn delicious. If I was to get a sour, I would like to have that one. That thing was well done, had a good taste. It was very well executed.
Awesome.
We also got a couple of jump-ons here. Russ says, these guys have great radio voices. Hint, hint. Stephen King. What's up, Stephen?
Sure did.
Long time no see, sir.
Tell Stephen to go fuck himself.
He's talking shit.
Yeah.
I was over here reading stuff, and I saw him over here. I'm like, fuck this dude.
Tell Stephen to go fuck himself.
He says, tough crowd tonight. Cynthia Hansen.
Hey, I'm going to uninvite you to our beer fest, Stefan, so...
Whoa.
You're uninvited.
Cynthia
I'm just kidding.
Asks, where's Tyler? Well, he was supposed to be at a baseball function thing, but he just seems to be watching this and messaging a whole bunch, so I don't
he's
know
at baseball.
if he just
sounds
told me
about right
sick
then.
Yeah, he says, Brian looks a lot like Ream, by the way. Probably taking a dig at a passed-by optional co-host fill-in.
Yeah.
Because he bailed.
That was kind of my fault too, FYI. But
he was also critiquing, John, you're slow at explaining the score. He's also a lot less abrasive, though, Tyler.
Yeah.
And he says that he judges them brewery by Pilsner and lagers. He thinks that might be more telling as opposed to how you do on a stout and an IPA.
He can be wrong. That's totally fine. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I definitely will drink a Pilsner too, but
I mean, a lager is a lager is a lager is a lager.
Ah, yeah,
No, that's a bad lager.
yeah. If you make a bad lager, that just means you're not good at making. You can hide lots of flaws in hops and adjuncts of stouts.
Yeah.
So like, I'll agree with that. If you can make a really good lager, then you could probably make everything else pretty good.
Googman House.
Goodman House. Oh, what's that? What's that? The slight. What was that? Was that a good Goodman House or a bad Goodman
Have you
House?
not had Googman House?
I've had it.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
They started out doing simple beers the right way, and they kill it constantly. That was a nod of greatness, I guess.
A good
to
goog?
To the whole.
Good goog.
Yeah. 4 out of 5 googs.
So, a tap room. Where's the idea come from? Where are you guys sitting in a garage? What you guys like doing a whole,
Not a garage. Eric's,
Maybe a basement.
Yeah,
Eric's kitchen.
Yeah, my kitchen. Yeah, probably.
yeah, and
Being
then
drunk and I was mad that we missed a release of some fucking thing, and we'd been talking about opening a bar for a while, and
so I got more.
I don't remember what it was that I missed, but I missed something, and I just started screaming, as I tend to do occasionally when I get riled up.
No, you don't say.
About about how it's bullshit that all these places are so far away and we can't get to them, and why can't they just come to us? And I'm like, fuck it, that's our idea. I'm like, you figure out how to get the beer here, we'll sell the beer, that's our idea. And I've said a lot of really dumb shit when we've been drinking, and I forgot I even said it. And like a week later, he calls me. He goes, I made some phone calls, man, and I think this will work. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. He goes, you don't remember saying that you wish the breweries from out of state would come to us? And I'm like, oh yeah, what? And he goes, yeah, I think we might be able to do this. And it's right in the middle of the pandemic, and we said, fuck it, we'll just go ahead and open a bar.
Yeah, like we were just shooting the shit, and we were like, well, why don't we just do whole month takeovers? That way we just get all the beer that we want. And we laughed about it, and we kept drinking and went home. And I made some phone calls to some brewery owners that I knew, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna base my bet on opening an entire business if a couple of you say yes, and every one of them said yes. So here we are.
That is that's a fantastic story. So that's how all great ideas start. Just by being
drunk.
Being drunk?
Came up with it.
and being angry at companies.
Very angry. And then the name, I just wanted people. It started out with, oh well, we're nobody. We're just a tap room, like a satellite experience.
Like a tap room featuring blah blah blah.
But I'm a giant troll, and I knew, and it happened in the first 2 weeks we were open. I was so excited. It's just called a tap room, and it's like the whole who's on first
Right.
thing, and I'm like, people are gonna get so fucking confused, and it's gonna be hilarious. Which in retrospect is kind of bad.
Because
People thought we were District Tap.
People
the
think
tap,
the tap.
20 tap. They think that we're tapping it.
Yeah.
People showed up to us and were like, you don't have cheese curds. And we're like, fucking no. But then,
That's 20 tap. Great cheese curds. Not us.
this guy shows up and he's on his cell phone and he's in a fight with somebody, and he's just like, I'm at a tap room. And then I just hear him go, no, that's the fucking name of it. I would tell you where I was. Why would I lie to you? I'm at a tap room. He's like, look it up. And he's just screaming at this person on the other end of the phone because they want to know what tap room he's at.
What tap
And
room?
he's like, tap room. Like it's ambiguous. And I was like, and
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
that's why we did it. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
I like it.
Great story.
So what are we drinking?
You need more?
It's gone.
Sarcastic.
There's a little bit in there.
There's a little bit in there.
There we go. So
That's just his tone.
we are drinking Maplewood, collabed with a tap room out of Chi-Town, 6.5% there. It's ale brewed with some of these words I can't pronounce. Citra,
So yeah,
It's a big one.
Citra, Wawaka, and
Roll.
Equinox Cryo.
yeah, see.
Yeah.
Wow, that last one is like what, 3 hyphens? What is that?
So yeah, Indian Pale Ale here we got. So maybe you have some more information on this one. since it's half your beer.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of went to them and really wanted to do like a hazy or a West Coast IPA, but made with hops that are more used in hazy IPAs. So we really wanted to bring out instead of the juicy characters, the danky, weedy, stinky parts of the hop from those. And I think we nailed it. It's bitter. Yeah. It's we had a full pint of it, I mean, it looks kind of hazy right now, but full pint of it, it's clear off the tap, and
even with that, that's still pretty clear.
You can see through it though. Yeah. Like off draft, you can see through it.
But you're right. It's definitely got that grassy, earthy sort of, like you said, dank.
Yeah.
Sort of flavor notes in it. So, but still good amount malt backbone, and then yes, it's a little bit bitter, but it's not overly bitter. It's not super astringent, and the mouthfeel. There's a little bit of softness in there.
A little bit.
Like a little bit enough that I'm kind of shocked.
The whole yeah. What do you want?
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you got it.
Because you're doing half turns, man. Just a little nudge.
There you got it.
I try to do this, be like a full turn, like a little turn.
No.
Merchandise.
The one time that I'm like, that's where I missed Tyler. The one thing.
Yeah, get
so, Reem, what are your thoughts?
Get your turns on.
As the resident IPA guy here on the Two Beerded Guys this evening.
No, I like it. I love the bitter. I love the flavor up front, the real earthy, dank taste with the hops, smooth going back. You get the bitter all right on the tongue, so kind of halfway in the middle of the mouth, if you will. So it's not.
Is that where you like it?
Yeah, I don't
right in the middle. Nothing going all the way back. You
don't
want it all the way in the back.
You don't want to hit in the back of your throat.
Not in the back. It's just right there, right before. I don't like the real bitterness up front, and then you can't really taste anything. So overall, I really like it. It's a really good color. It's light. It looks good. Remember when they used to put IBUs on beers?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So you could really tell.
Showing your age.
How
long have you been drinking, son?
40 years ago.
That's about right. But yeah, that's pretty funny. So, good job on that one. That was really, really tasty.
Awesome.
Juicy a little bit too.
We ready to score it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Eric, you're gonna start first.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm gonna go with the fact that I base most of my West Coast IPAs on Blind Pig, Pliny, and Liftoff. So I love Liftoff.
Not Sierra Nevada.
No.
Original?
No, well, I mean that's too. They're not. That's not West Coasty enough in the true I mean, it's old school and it's got good malt character to it, but no. I'm gonna say a 4. I'm gonna say a 4.5 is really where I want that beer at.
Well, Chris Green's busy scribbling there. We got Jake Gregg says he likes to judge a brewery on their dark milds, laughy face.
Hey, we got a dark mild on tap right now.
We sold so much of that.
He also says he thinks he can count the amount of IPAs he's had recently on one hand in the past month, so apparently he needs to check this one out.
Not an IPA person.
We still got some.
Yeah.
We do. What about you, John?
No, it's you. You go next, buddy.
Oh, all right. Well, definitely I love the color, I love the flavor, I love the bitterness. It's all put together really well as IPA. I could have multiple pints of that, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to put it right at the 4 range.
4? Okay. I am also going to go with that 4 range. Let's seek it out again. Mine's reduced a little bit just because personal flavor preferences more than anything else. I don't mind the dank and earthiness and things like that, but it's not necessarily my favorite of IPA flavors. So, but I think it's done really well. And honestly, you compare this with some of the other West Coast IPAs, I'm going to choose this one before a lot of others. Mm-hmm. So, I agree. So that is going to be a 4.25 average official score. But everyone else, go.
After you, Xavier.
I abstain.
he's not a
disrespect what is clearly a well-made beer, but as we discussed earlier, IPA and stout, I'm on the other end of that. so I don't typically go for anything. I'm the New England guy. I like the sweeter stuff. I like a little bit more of the floral, maybe an adjunct.
I got to design this beer
Straight
all
we
by
switch
myself.
every other month. So like, well, not every other month, every other collab. So like when we get to soft on the inside, that was my idea. Eric picked like the actual hops, and I don't know. Did you write the recipe almost for this one, or was that the other one?
No.
Narrow
Narrow
gauge.
gauge. I collabed a little bit more on like
Yeah.
the timing of the hop edition, but not too much. I mean, I kind of leave the I give the flavor profile like when I do IPAs with people, and like I pick the hop combination, and I'm like, what do you? And then again, it's a collaboration, so like, where do you think it would be good in the timing of these hop editions? Because they've made way more IPAs than I could ever even imagine to make.
I say
So-
this does not taste like candy, and that's my answer. So
If you were to give it a score,
He wants
If I was to give it a
Walter
score,
Brimley.
it
He
is-
just wants
it
to
is-
eat all the
It's your
diabetes.
personal
so
score.
like Two Hearted will be the thing that I'll drink till I die if you give me a
Yes,
standardized, which is
definitely.
the fairest of all answers. And
Stick.
against Two Heart, I'd say 3.75 for me. I don't prefer dank quite as much as just like clean single hop, really
Yeah.
good. You start trying to
That brown, that that
a little bit more
bronze
maltier in it is. I think I'd want more out of it, but yeah, 3.75.
yeah,
But I love Stephen Maplewood.
the
even
dankest one I've ever is a Sweetwater that
That 420.
that G, what is it, G16
Yeah,
or 17,
G13.
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 Yeah, that's
It's
not
straight.
beer.
That
Yeah.
That's
literally
bong
tastes
water
like
that they sold.
that's like I'm fucking drinking nugs, man. Like I tell you
Even the
that.
chocolate one. I mean, no joke. It's like they said, hey, we got a lot of bong water. We don't know what to do with it. And they're like, instead
Put
of
it in
regular
the
water
beer.
in this beer, we're going to dump all the bong water in and just tell people it's a 420 strain. And you're like, yeah, okay.
I haven't had the orange one.
I bet it tastes like weed.
Yeah, yeah. The,
No, it's like a pattern.
Tastes exactly what it
Yeah,
sounds
that make
like.
it actually pretty good.
what
Oh
about
shit, it got loud as fuck in this room.
Right.
what
That's the
about
kind of beer that makes you hungry.
yeah? What about you, Larry? What's your score on this?
3.75 for me here. The execution is there and exactly what it's aimed to be. It's just not my style. I'm also a stout guy, so it's very well done. It just doesn't appeal to me quite as much.
There you go.
1 out of 5, I don't drink IPAs.
Yeah, I love those untapped ratings.
So we'll get to the
I
next
hate
one here.
IPAs.
But
Half cap.
Matt,
Why'd
what would you
order
say?
one?
I want to see what it tastes like. Tell me something you fucking hate.
Matthew,
Yes, sir.
What would you say?
What would you say?
I like Larry's analogy to Brett the Hitman Hart on this. It's well executed, maybe excellently executed. Going back to our wrestling talk earlier. But I also am in the stout camp, not the IPA camp. So when I get all the really like danky, hoppy stuff, not my bag. But I can appreciate this is very well done. If you're in that camp that you do like that, this would be a very high ranked beer. I can still appreciate quality. Personal apprehension, I'm going 3.75. It deserves higher on its merits, though.
Got it. What are we doing now? Anchorage?
Oh, and just a forewarning, Tyler said he's about 30 minutes out, so we got to start drinking.
Make sure all the beers are gone before he gets here.
Oh, I just mean so we can put up with them.
So the next one we have here is Anchorage Brewing Company out of Alaska. Very big on Taver or what is
Tavor,
it?
Tavor, yeah. They're a
Very big,
presence.
very big on there, which is good for them because like
Because who the
they're
fuck's
in
going to
Anchorage,
Alaska?
Alaska.
who's
Yeah.
like going
Yeah.
to Alaska to even go on like a little like you go to Michigan or you go somewhere else, you get hit a little brewery run, but you're not gonna go to Alaska.
Right, if only we had a place like in Indiana where they'd get beers out of state,
Yeah, I
right?
wish- hey, I got a great idea. Let's open a bar where they come to us and we can serve them all the beer.
I think that happened, didn't it? Yeah, they might be called.
I mean, I heard
A-Tap?
I heard some two idiots tried that thing once, and
You know what, we'll call it the Taproom.
Yeah, we're gonna call it the Taproom.
Honestly, man, I'd be all for it. You can open up next door.
A Taproom or the Taproom?
No, we want to open up like
What the fuck is
1.5 blocks away where it's just confusing enough on the maps to be like,
Can you
did you mean
imagine
a tap room or the tap room?
But what's
I'm
nice?
at the tap room. No, we're at a tap room. You're like,
You got 3
okay.
beers and you walk outside and you're like, where the fuck am I at?
You try to call an Uber, they never show up to the right fucking place. Like,
Down the street, and you're like, I'm down the street.
But we'd be different because we'd have cheese curds though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. We deserve to lose
We
that.
would hit. We would hit all of the ones that are like with tap and just take the best ideas from there. We'd just be the tap room. So we'd have like cheese curds and like really good other stuff that the other tap rooms have.
Well said. Yeah.
Yep.
I've definitely been to all
We
the
can
places
definitely
I've
get a
gone.
lot of funding based off that statement.
Dude, it's coming. It's coming together.
And we're gonna do all the things that other people do really good.
Yes. And then call it the tap room.
what do you think we're trying to do? We don't want to make anything. We just want to sell good shit.
We tell people we are the Amazon of beer. We just take other people's shit and sell it to you.
I like it.
So far, we're still open. So
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
I guess that's.
We may not be making a whole lot of money, but we're still
Yes.
open. Employees are paid.
Our
I think
employees are making pretty good money.
They're talking
We're-
about-
They make more money than we do.
They talk about they're going to like you
We
guys
just get
do
right shit
roller
off.
coaster trips and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're pretty nice guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that was like a
Well,
qualifying
we got a
question to
floaty in
gain
there.
employment.
There was a qualifying question to be employed. Yep. And somebody
like
lied
roller
to
coasters?
us.
Do you
Somebody
like roller?
did lie to us.
Yeah.
Ugh. Stupid Jason. That's
So-
probably why it doesn't work.
So you guys been in business for what, over a year now? Year,
No.
2
No,
years?
not even a year.
Not even a year.
A
No,
year
April.
on April 8th.
Any so a year. So any big news or anything coming down the pipeline for year 2 through 3, 4, 5, and beyond? Expanding.
So what I will say is any information that we want to give out is on our website.
Ooh.
That will have information.
As
And
soon as
then-
we know it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
All right,
we've
that's fair.
got a few things that we do have coming down the pipeline. We're just waiting for a few
Confirmations,
I was
approval.
trying to get the
like
breaking
that.
news here, man.
I would love to give breaking news if the breaking
Let's just
news
say
was,
this: if you
What's
want
the
to put,
Fe- what's
if you
the
want
February
to,
brewery?
if you want,
Whiskey Hill.
yeah,
That's
Whiskey
on
Hill.
our website.
Yeah.
Months ago.
No. We have almost every
It said
brewery for
breaking
the
news,
whole.
not old news.
Yeah, we have almost every brewery for the whole year already planned out, and most of them are already on our website. But if you wanted to put a date on your calendar, Saturday, April 9th, you might want to just block that off
All right.
to not do anything else that day.
And maybe April
Do it now.
10th.
And April 20th.
Yeah, that's a Sweetwater. Takeover. 12 taps of nothing but fucking.
G13.
Oh,
Yeah.
13, Mango Kush.
Mango
That place
Kush.
fucking rips, guys. Let's go.
They'll have bong rips and
Big glass
Mango
rips.
Kush.
Yeah, pine rips.
If weed was legal here, we would turn that day into a fucking spectacle.
Yeah.
We call Keith from Perennial up, it'd be game over.
Just beer that tastes like weed. A tap room, mark your calendar, April 9th, maybe the 10th.
I'm sure things will roll over into the 10th. So that weekend, it's a weekend, it's a Saturday, Sunday. Maybe just be available.
Bring your tent. They got a little backyard. You camp out
not
there.
enough for a tent.
No, there's those one people tent that you see people like, I like to sleep under the stars.
Bring a
in the bed of my
sleeping
truck."
bag. It may be warm outside.
Those weird ass
so-
people that hang from cliffs in tents. I mean,
There's enough for one tent. One single person can bring a tent.
I bet if we laid everybody down next to each other, we could fit about 20 people out there.
There you go.
Like side
bring
by
your
side.
yoga
Packed like
mats and,
sardines.
and,
that's sweet.
and, a,
We
and
tried
a
that.
big king size
We
blanket.
tried that and that did not work out.
But did you try? Did you try it
young
with
people
goats?
never came back.
Did you try it with goats?
No, but I was offered the goat thing, but I don't want animals in the bar. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Makes very good sense.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a feeling that you might like this one a little more than the previous
This
one.
one's called
Teller says they do
This
business
one's
like
a
us.
little
John.
more-
Patterns.
Yeah.
I don't think I got into it. Patterns by Anchorage. 6.5%. Indian Pale Ale is labeled it as, and from Anchorage, Alaska.
Let me see that bad boy.
So there you go.
It's probably about 6-7 months old, I think.
Okay, yeah, that was going to be my only critique.
Yep.
that's
That-
solid though.
It's still for that old.
For that old,
It's
wonder what it
actually
tastes like fresh.
I would love to taste it fresh. Yeah. For sure. There's actually not a single thing wrong with it, as far as other than I'm a hop whore and I know that it's old.
Yeah.
We've had to leave restaurants before, and I'm not even kidding. Because he'll get a can, and on the bottom of it, he'll be like, "This is out of fucking date," and he'll get up. And we've left.
I said good day.
That is very snobbish.
Yeah, it's very irritating.
Yeah, but if you order Brussels sprouts, he'll do the same damn thing. So, like, what the fuck?
That was only once. No.
That'd be every time. What are you talking
I told
about?
our employees at our Christmas dinner if anybody ordered it, they were paying the entire bill. I hate
And that bill was not cheap. We went to Prime 47. We had a very nice steak dinner.
Yeah, no, that'd be.
So,
Prime 47 sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
yeah. Our employees had a great time.
All right, so looks like who's up on
Anybody else want to throw any notes about this? Other than it being just a little bit old, I mean, it's a little more sweet.
I'm actually very impressed at the taste at the age
After,
that it's
yeah.
at. Yeah.
We've had a few of them that we,
They
and
make
by we
solid.
No,
I mean,
it's 8 months old.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Someone in our camp here was, a little bit of an asshole and bought like a house payment worth of Tavor one time, maybe twice.
And we're still working through them.
And we're still working through them. So, it's kind of, not John's fault that we're in this mode. But
Yeah, and Anchorage, they make some pretty good IPAs.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys make the mistake by going through all the stouts first, and now you're working through the IPAs instead of the opposite? direction?
we've restocked ourselves. So.
Yeah,
that's only part of them.
maybe just a little overstocking and a little underdrinking just kind of coming together at the same time.
Underdrink. I've never heard such a
What the
fucking.
fuck are you talking about?
Underdrinking the IPAs compared to the stouts.
Yeah.
If you open
Well,
it,
if you
finish a beer.
Yeah, well, now if you just have a problem drinking fresher IPAs, you just give me a call. I'll come over.
We don't really do recurring guests, but we've got a lot of beer to drink today.
All right, John.
You actually go first.
All right. I think it's just it's pretty good. I think it's just running the mill type of IPA. Nothing stands out. Obviously, you can taste the kind of unfreshness from the very beginning. Given that, I think I'm at a 3.75, 3.5, 3.75 on that.
Choose one, buddy.
3.75.
3.75. Okay.
Yeah, I like Anchorage, their IPAs, and so it has an offness to it, the flavor.
It's just because it's old, and I'll be honest with you, drinking it, I really enjoyed it, and being 8 months old, I want to drink it again. Like you said, I'm gonna go search this out again because even at 8 months old, it's damn tasty.
Yeah.
I've had a month-old IPA that's worse than that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4. I can't give it any better than that, just because this can, but I almost guarantee this will be way better fresh.
I bet it would.
And it's damn good now.
yeah. I'm gonna be in the same boat because I know it's a better beer, and I know it's probably a 4.75 beer.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 4 just because it's old, but that's no hate on them.
Nope.
That's whoever the.
That's on us.
Yeah, that's your fault.
That's Two Beerded Guys. What about you, Larry?
4 for me on this one. Up only because it's a little bit sweeter and appeals to me more. I can't tell how old it is, so that's that's on you guys. So if you said it's better fresher, then it's probably going to elevate, but a 4 from me.
What about you, Xavier?
Yeah, I'm
Still
not as
don't like
snobby
it.
as Eric. No. That's the kind of stuff that I would drink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say 4.25 on that because honestly, even though I can tell it's a little bit old, if that was what was at.
You can't tell what stuff's old. You had a beer the other day. You were like, I'd drink this.
No, that's all. I would drink it. I can tell when it's old, but not. I don't care as much as you do. But that I would drink, and then I had floaties in mine. Without those in it, I would have drank a whole pint.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, I could drink 2 or 3.
You're gonna be
regular.
You're gonna be regular in the
No, I
morning.
didn't drink them. I left them in the bottle. I had to have a drive home. I'm not gonna shit myself in my car.
Like I almost did.
So 4.25 for me. I would drink 2 or 3 of those, no problem.
All right.
Nice. That is official 4 score for the Two Beerded Guys. Matt, you don't count.
I'm gonna have to agree with the crowd here. 4 on that one. Like I know it should be better. I like where it's at now. I want to try it again fresher to see how good it actually is. So I'm at the 4. I'm the crowd.
All right.
A couple comments to catch up on. Sorry to cut in, but I didn't get to Jake Gregg earlier. He said, "Whoa, don't tell my friends who love going to a Deal with the Devil Day." I don't know if that's maybe an Anchorage
That
celebration
is an
day?
Anchorage beer. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
very
where
good
are they
beer.
even?
It's very
Okay.
good.
I kind of figured they should probably have something. I hadn't heard confirmation they do yet, so that's cool. Tyler asks, "Unfreshness?" Did someone say that might be a fun coin?
Yeah,
word,
that
like-
might have been a ring word.
Was it? Okay, that makes sense.
You
Yeah.
need a stamp this go, I'm fresh.
And
I could
Stephanie,
use one of those. I'd put it on way too much stuff. I'd run out of fucking ink.
he need to have like 8 stamps. Just boom, boom, boom. Stephanie, Butt Pirate Stephanie, not your Stephanie, John.
Whoa.
Says, is it 8 months old because it was delivered by dog sled?
That's a last
Butt Pirate,
joke.
like she likes butt? Nope. Okay, we'll stop.
A pirate-themed board game.
Yeah. They would call it Butt Pirates. It's not really the official name of the game. But
No, I'm
yeah.
just curious about whose butt was being
Butt
pirated,
Pirate.
but I feel like that deviates
It's everybody's
from the entire... Yeah, okay.
But when you play the game, I
Because booty
mean,
and butt
Yeah,
and
I mean,
pirates
it
and,
makes so
yeah.
much more sense
Yeah,
than
yeah,
playing.
that's fine.
it involves coins and butts and
Yeah.
booty.
Hey, whenever you gotta pay for a boot, you know.
Coins going slots.
Yeah.
From the beginning of, Gumball Machine and stuff. It's fine.
Also, Russell says he's got to bounce. Liz is about to say hi, but DJ Dorian Rain had a meltdown. So, no
DJ.
pet of the week this week. Sorry there, John.
Damn it.
Get
but
in here.
Thanks for popping by, Russell. Enjoy the
I
show.
can.
John, you have a tee up for Mr. Russell while we're doing a little personnel change here?
So, for
Oh shit.
those who don't know, Russell Nightcap Hecubus on Turf's Up Radio.
That's my
Monday
class.
through Friday. That is going to be, what time is it now right now? 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is specifically 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Time.
What?
Check out Turf's Up Radio.
Specifically Pacific.
Yeah, that's very confusing.
That's because he's on the
As
West
warm
Coast.
as That is for you.
Yeah.
No.
This is so.
Shout out Turf's Up
I'm a
Radio.
hot person.
This
man.
is gross. I don't. Want to say it. I feel disgusting. Like, I feel absolutely disgusting.
He's
sitting in this
fiery
chair.
red, man.
God, this chair is
Runs
on.
warm.
It is a
Why do
million
you
degrees.
think why do you think I wear sandals and shorts in the fucking winter time?
God.
Fuck.
Damn.
I am
Let's do this last
constantly
beer.
hot.
Let's get this last beer done, and then we'll go break.
Ooh, Tyler's even said we have a deal with the devil somewhere.
Man.
Or
You are wearing an Arcane shirt too, so
I got to Florida. It was 75 degrees. Those motherfuckers are all in hoodies, saying it's cold as shit, and I'm like, I am dying right now of sweat. Like,
I can't exist in Florida. I just melt.
oh,
no,
dude.
I don't want
It
to.
feels like the inside of someone's mouth. They don't know why anyone wants to go there.
I
I
Russell,
don't go there in the
Velocicoaster. That's the reason you go to Florida. Every
Yep.
other reason is bad.
Russell also says,
I want to ride Iron Gwazi though. I'll go back.
Oh
there.
shit, yeah.
props to Xavier for the beard hair combo. Well done, sir. That's going for our West
He
Coast
wasn't trying to
correspondents.
show anybody up. As he
I was
said.
just trying to stay off camera, but it's fine.
Tyler's
That's
asking
good.
for us to take a
Good.
break. John, what do you think?
All right,
Are we at
fine.
that point?
No, I heard
Well,
we
we
had
got
one more
10.
beer.
We had one more IPA.
I heard one more beer and then a
this
break.
is
All
the
right,
last IPA.
the guest has
Yeah,
spoken.
The guest has
Yeah.
spoken, Tyler. Suck
All
it.
right, so
Who's got
we're
fucking bedtime?
all right. We're ready. Spring
This
spring
live-
cleaning.
It's a 5-minute break.
This live cast
Spring
have, like,
cleaning
a
is the
clean
next
cut
beer.
deadline, or what?
Tonight I'm cleaning out my closet, and then they have something fun on here. It
Some
says,
shady story.
as you've been re-cleaning every square inch of your house over the past few weeks, you find anything you thought was missing, your Golden Girls Terminator mashup fan fiction, found it.
Read that.
Yep. And then they got Simcoe, Topaz, Cashmere,
R.I.P. Betty White.
Yeah,
Sabro, Cyro, Ella, and Azaka.
Zaka.
Yeah. So a little bit over the past few
lot of
months.
hops in there.
Blanche fighting the T1000 with Sarah Connor, were triumphantly brought those ingredients together to make this juicy beer and hold it in your hands now.
Somebody was high as shit when they wrote that.
It's a double dry hopped IPA, New Image Brewing, and it is 7.5 on the Richter scale.
All right, I'm gonna read the date after I drink the can.
Oh.
After I drink.
I'll
it
drink the
this time.
can. Cool.
Yeah. You just pour the whole can.
Yeah.
So Jake Greg also says, so many IPAs. What is this, the Hoppy Boy Hour? Wait until we come back from the break. That's where we're going to start shifting gears into the dark side.
Dark Side of the Moon, Matt's favorite Transformer movie.
Not at all. No. The old animated one, best one.
So with while he's pouring, do you find yourselves working primarily with the breweries themselves, or going through their distributors and all that?
We pretty much primarily work with the breweries. Most of the breweries don't even have distributors here in Indiana, so we bring them into a distributor exclusively for us for that time.
Nice.
So
I didn't even think about that. So you have to like daisy chain someone here that can distro it for them to get it to you.
yeah, and we have a relationship with an Indiana distributor that handles all of that for us exclusively. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
We made sure we
big,
had some
no big.
answers before we.
Yeah.
Is
Actually
your
opened the
distributor's
bar.
name Smokey, and does he also have a friend called Bandit?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
We made that joke a few times, especially recently, but no.
What's the
It's called
fur-
Kraft and Rhodes.
what's the
And they're 10
furthest
blocks from us, so it makes it real convenient.
Oh, that's convenient. Yeah.
what's the furthest out brewery you've worked
Tampa.
with?
Tampa.
Tampa.
Fuck
So how
yeah.
so somebody drove down there to get it and then
We
bring
did.
it back?
Oh no. We flew down there, and then we
You start drinking.
rented a car,
No, you need
went
yours.
to Universal,
You need yours.
picked
There
up
we
a
go.
U-Haul truck, loaded up the U-Haul truck with about, I don't know, 68 kegs at midnight, and then slept for a few hours, drove to Atlanta, hung out at Pontoon
Which is one of our breweries this
for
year.
2022, and then we slept for a few more hours, and then drove it back to Indiana.
To drop it off at the distributor, which legally has to sit there for 24 hours before they can then drive it back to us.
We did not plan that very well, and that was one of the worst 3 days ever.
Oh wow.
So
I don't know. I got to ride Velocicoaster. I don't care about driving. You hate it.
So when
so much. Now I fly and meet him places. So like I'll drive back wherever we're going,
but fly there.
but I will fly there because I can't stand 10 to 12 hour trips to show up and then
Yeah.
get fucked
Yeah.
with whatever brewery we're partying.
Now
at.
is that what you guys got to do when you go to that far, or do you usually typically have somebody just drive down there and drive back?
We like to do it, right? So like
Yeah.
for us,
So,
it's like a twofold.
makes sense.
We want a personal relationship with the breweries. We do feel like
makes
honestly
sense.
that's what sets us apart from anybody else calling up and going, "Hey, you have this one beer that we want. We'll take 3 other of your regular beers to make it worth your while to send them to us."
Right.
We want to emulate their taps. We want, their lager. We want their dark mild. We want their regular shit. Most people offer us good stuff, and we don't even really ask for it. But these are breweries that we've gone to. We either have personal relationships with already or love their product. So for us, it's kind of an honor. Sounds corny and
Yeah,
cheesy, but
no.
we've met so many really cool people this last year that us getting to go down is.
Well, I mean, to Arcane alone, I flew down there to brew the beer.
Yeah.
Then, I flew down and I was on vacation, so I don't think it really counts. For the initial meetup, and we talked. Funny thing is, that owner, he's from Indiana.
Oh, really?
So, so we had that connection. We didn't know each other before that, but we're from the same town.
Nice.
What are the fucking chances?
Yeah, and so I was on vacation, met with them, decided on the month, flew down, brewed the beer, and then we flew down again to can the collabs, and then bring it all back. So some of these places we're doing multiple trips to. I mean, hell, I've been to St. Louis probably 15 times in the last between Narrow Gauge and Perennial.
Oh wow.
Do we want to say what state we're going to in 2 weeks or no?
No.
No, okay.
We'll let people know.
All right.
Call that
And
a
then-
teaser.
One more question while we're on the subject. So we got Larry here, and then what is your involvement?
Do we want the real answer?
He likes to drink beer.
I mean, I'll let you answer. You tell them what I do.
Oh, well, he showed up. That's the real answer. So I have a very dedicated group of friends, him being one who he just shows up to things. Like, nobody asked him to come here. He literally just showed up, which is, for me,
Love it.
fantastic.
Like the hype man?
Yeah, quite
Yeah,
literally.
like yeah. So it's a running joke between me and my friends group is we just have superfluous titles for pretty much anybody, so that way if I ever have to write something off, they work for me. So
Yes,
we've
I
dubbed
like it.
we have dubbed Larry our chief executive of media relations. So it is very
Because he
important
works
to
for
us.
T-Mobile, so
Yeah.
you know, like,
So not
yeah,
only
he needs a good T-Mobile
Not
deal.
only
You
do
know,
we got
Larry.
Already foot the
multiple
door.
phones, he has to make sure that we are represented properly on any of our media appearances, so he has to show up.
Yeah.
I do have a flair for the aesthetics, so that was
So that is his official title.
Except your hair is purple right now and not magenta. So
Never.
You're fucking up that vibe with T-Mobile.
So
really
close.
not. This one's me. They don't own this space yet.
They don't pay you enough.
Yeah.
Yet.
They don't
They're
pay you
getting-
enough.
They're getting there, but not
But
yet.
it's 5-year plan,
Not
though.
rent free.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, that's awesome. You guys got your own hype man to follow around. So when you say a joke that's not funny, he's just like,
No, that won't
no.
happen.
He doesn't get paid enough for that.
No, that's the media relations part. He's like, shut the fuck up. You look like a fool right now. keep it moving. Act like you didn't mess that up.
Nice. So you guys think of this beer?
yeah,
This is darn tasty. For the not hop head in the room, I really enjoy this.
it's not bitter or hoppy at all.
It's
Let me see
it's a
this
bit
thing.
juice. Yeah.
I could drink a lot of that because it is overwhelmingly underwhelming.
Yeah. Goodness,
That's well said.
Yeah. Can you read that date? I could not read that date.
That's just water.
It's
Yeah.
not. I feel like it's a random code that they would know,
Gotcha.
and
Now-
not a real date because it either says 16 or 15 at the end, which we know that's
That
not
wouldn't
to be
be,
true.
That's 7.5 though.
7.5%.
That's incredible for 7.5.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty smooth.
Yeah, you can't even tell.
You can't tell. That tastes like less. That's a sub 5 tasting kind of thing. But I mean, I could drink a bunch of those just because it doesn't really taste like a whole lot, but I know I'm drinking beer. So that was a 3 on your scale, right? Oh, like
Average is a 3.
Yeah, we say like a perfectly average beer would be a
perfectly
3.
average, yeah.
Like a 4.
It's
and
not
then a
good,
4
it's not
search it
bad.
out. Like, yeah, somewhere in the middle is like kind of getting up or down.
I'll give it a 3.25 to give it a little bit, just because, you know, I don't want to be a complete dick because I do like it, but it's overwhelmingly underwhelming. My
Eric?
opinion.
It's too sweet for me, but I don't generally rate beers under 3.75 on that scale. If here's the thing, I have a rule. If I wouldn't drink it again, I'd say I'm not going to rate it. I would drink it again though.
All right.
So what
So
would
it's
that be rating?
3.75 then. Has to be.
That's my floor though.
Yeah.
I just won't rate it under that though.
Right. So
whoa.
that's what you're rating it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
John?
I think I'm on the verge, and it's not quite there, but it's on the verge of having a little bit too much and a little bit more hot burn in the back of my throat. But I do think it's very good. I think it is very juicy. But I'm gonna go 3 and you did 3 and a quarter. I'm gonna do 3.5.
It's like Price is Right rules. Just
Would
601.
you classify it as a double dry hopped?
It has those characteristics. It's a very soft mouthfeel, a little bit
Pillowy, would
sweeter
you
on
say?
there. So yeah, a little bit pillowy.
Yep. Larry?
Yeah, that was super juicy. I would say
All juice.
Oh my god, it's so juicy!
Oh man.
So
I love
yeah, I'm gonna
sour
give it a
words.
3.5 as well. I mean, it's
It'd be
just,
nice if Matt would remember to use it.
it's just
a little
there.
more often.
Hey, you just can't
We
get
got in
over top of
trouble.
people.
We got in trouble with one because they
Oh,
had
yeah.
Wilter Brimley diabetes. And
You mean
we-
this?
We got
My
we
name's
ruined
Wal-
about 15 minutes of a podcast
'Cause I just
because
kept
we
hitting
just
the button.
kept
I just
smashed.
it was within my reach. I was just like,
Then we want to know what the other
Walter
ones did.
Brimley, and I want to tell you about diabetes.
What is
So the official Two Beerded Guys score is a 3.5. That abrasive noise you hear in the background is in the Canner Danner who just showed up.
Yeah. Now I finally get a chance. We got a break. Tyler made a joke. He said apparently Jake got lazy in picking out beers. See, I do read your comments.
No,
You
I
gotta
said-
go away for the break.
Jake, they apparently got lazy.
Oh.
Beers.
Yeah.
Reading
You
is
haven't
hard.
read a single comment from anyone right yet.
That's amazing.
I've been watching both Facebook and YouTube.
It's
You
his
have
bad
not
eye.
got one right.
It's his bad
All
eye.
right,
It's bad
so
eye, bro.
what, we have like a 15-minute break.
No,
Like
more like
Oh, no.
5
3
minutes.
to
So
5.
5-minute break. We'll get the glasses washed out.
Get rid of stouts.
Get our tongues on stout life.
All right.
And then,
Chris moved off screen.
Yeah. So I'll take us out to break. I am Mudhog BQ.
I'm Cream 430.
Yeah, he is.
Xavier.
And you love to never, ever, ever see him.
My
Oscar and Matt.
And we'll be right back.
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and awesome hats. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys.
Oh! Sausage cream stout.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Schwartz beer with cream.
What is up, guys? We're back for hour 2 or hour 1, whatever the hell we are now.
Yeah.
I'm still not
second
used to
segment.
part dues. You know, we used to be a full 2-hour show, but we've cut it down, and now I get confused on like how long it is. It's fine.
We do 2 hours.
Nah, yeah. I mean,
Hey,
otherwise this thing ends in 15 minutes. So.
You did have two guests.
That's the whole reason we shortened it, though, is because if we wanted to extend it, now we can. And
Because otherwise, before it was just too long.
there was times where it was like, it'd be a blast, but then we have other shit we do afterwards, and it would just get...
See, Tyler
full.
claims that he hears it's too long way too often, so he had to reflect on
Oh,
the
no,
show.
I know otherwise.
I don't know that's really what happened, but...
I was trying to bring it down to what I'm used to. Anyway.
Just one?
I'm here. I know you're sad. Chris is a lot more fun than I am, but, you know, when you're one of the Two Beerded Guys, this is the bonus. Get to drink the beer and hang out with people, so... I mean, I gotta at least show up for part of it, I guess. But welcome back. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
My dog being Q.
With us this round,
Still Xavier.
and behind the camera, the one, the only.
I'll scream Matt.
And obviously, we still have Eric and Larry in the room. You will hear them plenty. They have all the beer knowledge. They were fun. I've been listening. It's kind of cool not being on the show sometimes. Because I was like sitting there at the event I was at, listening like this on my phone and like doing this halftime. It was a fucking blast.
I thought you had like a seat on the council or something, man. Like, wasn't it like a baseball? Like you were like
No, today was not baseball. Today was another event.
Oh, fair enough.
But it's
Why
a
is it so
nice
secret?
write-up on the Two Bearded Guys page I'm going to do, so
Nice.
it still benefits us in a way.
I was happy to know that we could just be just as ratchet as we normally
Oh,
are.
absolutely.
So,
When you were texting me, I was like, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I don't think I was just happy to know that Tyler wasn't going to be here for at least a majority of the show.
He was like worried. He's like, man, we can be, this is live. We can be, and I'm like, dude, you'll be fine. You're going to fit in just fine.
Oh, speaking of coming back live too, Kevin says, "What's up? Welcome back, fellas. Hey, Kevin, good to see you, man.
Kevin?
Haven't heard from him in a little bit.
Atwell?
feels like. Yeah.
What
I
up?
think they've just been busy gallivanting about the country.
I know.
have you had that?
No, I saw the name Listerman and I said, ah, fuck.
Oh fuck.
I used to love them.
That's a button.
And they're just,
It's a button that yells, "Oh fuck!"
So
I don't
this
have
is
that
a,
button.
This is a barrel aged
No, I'm
one, so
saying
it
get-
should
I
be,
figured you'd get it.
should be
that sounds like it
the
has
old
better.
brewer.
All right, who the
Oh,
fuck?
I hope so.
Okay, so you
'Cause that-
sound like
that's
you
been the
might be
issue.
where we're at with
Aw.
this too, right? Like old Listerman love
I have
the
no
shit
idea
out of
whose
them.
glass this is.
And then at
Max.
some point I heard changing
I've
the
been-
guard might be
who
the
else drinking?
factor
'Cause
of
I
it.
saved
but-
some specifically for
There
Bill.
was just some stuff that happened that changed up
No, go ahead.
who was there and
Hey,
Yeah.
that means
Yeah,
stuff like that. So, I mean,
so they had some employee change up and stuff. And
Which happens, but it seems like
Yeah.
there's a shift in the beer. I don't know as a result or same timing, but
I think
They-
it's
they got a
just
lot
new
more-
people getting their
I
feet
was like purposely.
kind of wet in a brewery that's historically so good at one thing,
okay.
and they were in the middle of a pivot a
Rationing
little
a
bit
12
too. Like they were
ounce
trying to get
bottle
like a
gets a
hops
little
program
difficult
underneath of them, which is why we ended up putting them in August. Which, looking back on it, we still should have known that anybody that's known for stouts in the hottest month in Indiana was not the best idea, but.
But we love Lister.
Yeah, Listerman's
Yeah.
Listerman's a staple. Everybody over there is still fucking awesome. I think they'll get their feet back under them. There's definitely been a little bit of a switch, and I think anybody that's drank them for a while knows that. But I think they'll get it. We met.
The people are awesome. They're just, again, they went through a huge
Where's the
change with not only sales and brewing staff and things like that. So they just have to,
I don't know. We haven't used
like any company that
Yeah.
that has a
Sleeves
staff
might
change
look
up,
weird.
they're just going to have to, like Xavier said, get their feet under them, get back in the program, and then I have no doubt that they'll be back in the same Listerman fashion that they've been for years. And if you come to a tap room in July, you'll get to experience some of
July.
It's July. Pontoon.
Oh. I thought you were like, what the? We already did Listerman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you're gonna get the brewer from Listerman.
Speaking of Listerman, I am going to cut you guys off just to hear so we can say what we're drinking. This is Listerman and Stave Society's Barrel Aged Turn This Bus Around Imperial Pastry Stout aged in bourbon barrels with vanilla, almonds, coconut, cocoa nibs, and lactose at a 14.2% ABV.
You said 14.51. 2. Where'd you get this? Not where did you get it?
It's been at the bar for a while.
Is it really?
Yep. There's a couple more of those too. Not those, but a couple other fun ones.
I haven't had
In
any
the white fridge?
I haven't had any barrel aged Listerman in a while.
It's been a minute.
I'm excited for this. Like that, I didn't read that it said barrel aged before I said my oh shit.
Besmirching comments.
I just saw Listerman.
It's definitely boozy all up in that nose.
Yeah. 2 nostrils deep in it.
Oh,
Way up in there.
That's enjoyable.
I could use a little more carb. That'd be my only complaint.
No, I don't like that much carb in stouts, if any. I want it flat. I want it relaxed.
Nitro guy over here.
Oh no!
What are you talking about? I want it flat.
No, that's the thing. I just want it formerly carbed, but a little bit of flat. Like nitro is that bullshit, creamy, weird. Fuck that.
The only beer that's good on nitro is
Cream ales.
2. Nope, there's 2. 2 stouts. Sorry, not the only beer that's good on nitro. 2 stouts. Shake from Boulder and
Had it.
Neapolitan milk stout. Either one of those are great on nitro. Everything else, stout wise, ass.
I like both beers. I don't like nitro.
I don't like nitro. I'm saying those are the only 2 that are.
We don't have a nitro line at the bar.
I like you guys.
We have a CO2 thing.
Yeah.
For our crowlers, and that's about it.
That is sweet.
It's
Barely.
very Listerman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. There is a nice barrel on the nose, especially. Slight viscosity, not over the top, which you know, and it's not me making fun of them for once, but you can tell it's made by the last round of brewers compared to the new round because a lot of the newer Listerman is very oily, while this is a lot more natural feeling and doesn't cling up my glass with that just pure oil as much.
Yeah, this kind of feels more like what I loved about Listerman. Like, this makes me feel a lot better.
I feel like a little bit of the flavor may have dropped out.
I feel the same.
I don't know when that was.
It's all
happening, I'm not
chocolatey.
sure.
So it's just it's
I mean,
so chocolatey.
We're
dark
talking.
roast chocolate.
We're talking
It's
those people left around August, a little bit before that. So I don't know when this was bottled or anything like that, but
for me, any aged stout, any barrel-aged stout, you're going to have some fallout, but that's what causes a new, unique characteristic. The dark chocolate comment's perfect. It's a very dark chocolate barrel. That's the 2 main flavors I'm getting, but they blend well together, and it's still an enjoyable stout for me.
For me, we had these maybe last year, those liquor-filled chocolates.
I remember those.
Yeah,
That was
this
fun.
kind of actually could be a
I forgot about those.
bourbon-filled chocolate.
Yeah. That was not this Christmas, but last Christmas. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Damn, we should have found those again. Where did we get those last time?
Don't remember.
Somebody brought them back to us. I think.
Yeah, I feel like someone hooked us up with them, and then we.
It was one of our
we
guests
found
brought them back to us.
Something like that, or maybe a fest. Someone gave them to us. I don't know.
I don't want a liquor filled chocolate.
It was fun.
hey, he's going back for more.
It's like there's still. I looked at the bottle like there's still some left. That's the Listerman I fell in love with years ago. That is tasty, and it's even not perfect. It's not even close to perfect, and it's still a very tasty beer. I have no idea where we're at score wise.
yeah,
I
I don't
think
know
it would
either.
be Xavier. It looks like. Yeah.
So here comes the whole Eric's a hop snob kind of bullshit.
Now,
I feel like
reverse.
such a dick bag right now too. So like, Listerman has been one of like my top tier. I was shocked that they wanted to talk to us. I was so excited. I have gone to Cincinnati, and I've had to work the same day, and I've driven 6-hour round trips and all kinds of shit. That shit is just old, and I'm at a 3.5.
Damn.
I know.
So
The dark chocolate.
Hold
the
on.
dark chocolate. Nope. The dark chocolate comes through, and that's fine. But 1, super adjuncty. 2, while you guys are saying barrel, it's just booze for almost booze sake at this point. I would not drink another one of these, but I know what it was when it came out, so I'm not going to say it's 3. I will give it, what did I say, 3.5? I'll give it 3.75 because I have respect for Listerman.
I'm not disagreeing with the score necessarily because it's not a 4 for me. But my biggest issue is you guys. I've heard you guys talk a little bit on the show today, and like you do like Listerman and yada yada yada. This is very old school Listerman. They've always been adjuncty. There has never been a Listerman beer, especially stout.
In what world is this adjunct? I would argue. I don't even
You
know.
even just said it was adjunct.
No, it has.
I think you misspoke.
There's 7.
I think you
There's
misspoke.
7
He did say it was
adjectives.
adjuncty?
There's 7 adjectives on the bottle. If I misspoke, I've been drinking your guys'
you're
homebrew
good.
beers. Those are good, by the way, guys.
you.
Plug
Thank
for
you.
where the fucking basement I'm in. Homebrew beers in this basement, very good. A basement beers, we'll collab sometime. We'll figure it out. That's a bunch of adjuncts. There's no coconut. There's no vanilla.
There's a lot of words and not a lot of those.
That's what I'm
flavors
saying.
So
come
what-
through.
What I'm left with is it's hard because I know it's old and
What-
I'm judging an old beer and I don't want to be a dick.
It's this beer, this bottle.
What
But
I would say,
I don't want another one.
and again, I'm scoring similar to you,
Yeah.
but I would say it's what's on the bottle is not necessarily what's in the bottle. It tells me a lot of flavors to expect, and I got 2. So
Yeah.
that to me is why it's not a 4, and I'm actually lower than you with a 3.25.
I don't feel so, I'm sticking with 3.5 then. I don't feel so.
No, it's
There you go.
Yeah.
it's a 3.25 for me. But it's still considering
old school
I haven't
Listerman.
scored a Listerman higher than a 2.75 in months. So to me,
Their peanut
this
butter
is-
Operation Flintlock that they came out with a few months ago, that was actually
that
very
got a-
reminiscent of some old school peanut butter beers from Listerman.
Has that got a tank on it? Maybe.
Yeah.
On the label. I think if we haven't tried it, we got it somewhere. I think
They had like 3 of them come out. We got them. Why I don't even remember why the fuck we got them. And I'm also getting a little bit drunk. I haven't drank in a while, guys. So
I love it.
excuse me. I get very.
That's the best version.
I get very
Passionate.
passionate. I hold Listerman in like god tier regards. So for me to get an old one and then to have to judge it, 3.5. Much respect to old Listerman and Jared and the team, but
I have so many breweries behind me
Yeah.
that I would like to show you what a real stout is at some point in time if possible.
I also like real stouts. But if I'm going off a brewery that is the adjunct kings of like fucking Cincinnati, then I expect there
The
to be
adjunct king
King
of
of
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Congratulations. There's also a chili king of Cincinnati.
perfect.
Yeah,
Oh, are you kidding me? Skyline Chili.
Garbage.
Damn
Oh,
it,
fuck
Silas.
you.
God.
I'm ready to leave. Are you kidding me? I plan my day around going to Skyline whenever we've had to go to Cincinnati. I chugged 3 chili dogs before we rode Face Off at Kings Island.
now
because that's
understand
my
your-
entire life.
I now understand your lack of beer taste. That
Oh,
makes sense.
man, if this
Makes
motherfucker's
sense.
been here the entire day,
Makes
this is a completely different podcast. That's
I told you he's abrasive.
he is abrasive.
oh no. I'm about to thrive. I need everybody to know I'm about to live my best life right now. Thank you so much
That's
for
what
being
I'm
here.
hoping. I'm trying to get you there, my man.
Perfect.
John, what would you score, my man?
So now it's so weird to me because we've had some really great Listerman beers, but like recently, like this last year especially, and you can tell just been that employee change. They've not been very good at all for me. This is a little bit of a throwback. However, like you guys are right. Like all those flavors dropped out. Now it's just chocolatey booze, and it's good, but it's just I wish it was just slightly more carb. It's a little flat. I'm gonna go 3.5.
I agree with the carb on his end.
Nah,
So that's-
I want a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
More. I want a little bit more.
We agreed on something?
Little-
Yeah, we did.
little
Hell
bit
yeah.
more.
The carb.
I want a little bit more. Just a
Yeah,
skosh.
it doesn't make that much.
I am saying right now though, if you had a pint
Maybe that's
of
my rinse.
fucking Coney sauce from
Now we're just getting more big stouts.
Skyline, I would chug
Okay.
the entire pint of it. So
sorry.
you guys,
Yeah,
you guys ever
I'm
want to have
fine.
a fun
I'm
guest
good.
on?
I just gotta
that
try and
you're
keep
chugging
straight
a
who's going
pint of
on.
it.
I am fine.
You let me
Be
know.
good.
And don't worry about it. If it's
Nah,
just mine,
it's
don't
fine.
worry about it.
Okay.
If it's just mine, don't worry about it.
I don't have in mind. No, I'm good.
Someone's trying.
We're just drinking more big stouts.
I've also had those two, so
All right, let's go.
yeah.
All right. Are these beers you guys brought, by the way?
Yes.
All right,
And
'cause I was like,
collab.
I don't fucking recognize either
Except
one
for
of these.
those 2 IPAs.
We brought
The old
everything but
ones?
two,
The old
Yeah.
ones, yeah.
which were surprisingly not bad for old IPAs.
Now, we've run into some. We've got real lucky with some of our old IPAs recently that have been really fucking tasty. still.
I'm shocked by that Anchorage one.
Oh, I was listening.
Shocked.
Yeah, I could tell.
Shocked.
I was
I've never
also
tasted
jealous.
an 8-month-old IPA that's tasted that.
No.
I was also jealous because I'm a huge IPA guy as well, and I was literally sitting there going, I'm missing all the IPAs of all the fucking episodes.
Everybody in the room's like, we get it. And I'm like,
I've got more of the collab one in the car. You can have some. So.
Nice.
That's
All
the
right.
one. That's the I'm
That's
interested
one
to get
you
your
scored
thoughts on
high,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's one I think you would.
No,
I
that's
scored
one
low.
you
I
scored
scored low.
randomly low, but everybody else
Else is
scored
above
high.
4, which mine is 375.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I was going to tell you. I
Is it
popped that
gusher?
open at home. Ooh,
I haven't had it yet. So.
I'm very excited to see what other people think.
All right,
Really?
next time you
Okay.
guys can warn me on shit like that.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, if you didn't make an enemy on the first time he's on
Oh,
the
they are
show.
so much alike.
You know the funniest part? What's his name, Eric?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right? Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild.
It's pretty spot on.
Yeah, he has a twin brother. named
Identical
Tyler.
twin brother.
Really?
Name
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
That explains it.
It does.
And he looks a little bit like Steve Ruby.
Take that as a compliment.
Oh, Steve Ruby's a sexy motherfucker.
Damn straight. I take that as a
Bald
compliment.
sexy.
Unless he's not watching the fuck Steve. He makes no good beer. Stormblast was cool, but that's it.
All right, so we're drinking Noon Whistle. Look both ways.
No new.
Nope, that's the brewery. Sorry. Collab with Noon Whistle. There we got brewed and packaged by Whiskey Hill Brewing. Collabed with Noon Whistle, Imperial Stout with cocoa. So it's just Imperial Stout with cocoa.
Excellent.
All right.
Sounds like
Sorry, there's writing going 50 different directions on this damn label. I was
Yeah.
We got
If
it
you
both
go there
ways.
and talk to those guys, yep.
makes sense.
Oh, that's our brewery next month.
Nice.
Also, I've never seen so much grain added to such a small batch of beer for our collab with them.
Oh,
It's
they
going
said
to
it's
be.
gonna be the biggest, the most alcohol they've had. In
It's gonna be
stout.
30% oatmeal coming out of that bottle. That was,
Oh.
dude.
It's so thick.
I literally, I'm like, this is what
10.9%.
Arnold Schwarzenegger did to get muscles when we were sitting there doing the. Oh my god!
This is probably
the grain
That's
out
why I
was
always
rough
keep one of
too,
these.
This is probably the most underwhelming stout I've had from them.
because the bottle's oxidized and we got it old. And I hate that this is the bottle that you. I knew
I
the
did-
minute you brought
That's
it, I'm
only
like,
good. Honestly?
fuck. Oh,
It's not bad.
Oh, you were.
oh, it's oxidized as fuck.
Let
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
taste again. Let me taste again.
No, it's okay. You, that's
John, what
fine.
did you score the last one? Did we ever get your score officially?
I thought we don't care about him.
We got an.
No,
John,
no,
that's
that's 3.5.
Oh, this is John.
sorry, guys.
Very good.
I have now not
Uh,
known who you are 2 times.
Well, I'll remember
In 30
everybody next
minutes.
round. I'm not used to having this many fucking people in one room.
It's a smidge distracting, but we're making fun with it.
And then him and I got an
I have the
argument.
columns on there for everything.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to write down everybody else's shit.
Sorry, I care about other people.
I have enough
This
scores
is
I
why
have
they,
to worry
that's why
about
they like you
later.
better.
We appreciate you, Cream.
Fuck all of y'all.
I think 3.5 was the consensus on Lister.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I had the scores once I had his. So.
Here's what I'm sad about with this. It's constructed well. Like the body's really good. It's very smooth, nice creamy mouthfeel. But yeah,
It's oxidized, man, and it's and you
This
know
is just
what?
the Imperial
I
Stout,
would still,
right?
and that's the thing. I would
And who's
still
the bar
drink
again?
this even with it being.
Yeah.
And by I would,
I am.
I drank a whole bottle of it at my house as it sits.
I thought,
The guy,
shit.
oh shit,
God that
his
was
name
empty.
is Eric Flores, and he actually was in charge of the barrel program
Gotcha.
for Bourbon County
Gotcha.
for a few years.
Yeah.
He makes
Like I said, the writing.
some of
every
the
fucking
best
drink.
stouts I've ever had, period. And the fact that that's oxidized and it tastes great up until the back end. I can't wait for people to try his shit on Friday. Like it's
The initial start
so good.
gives me hope. It's one of those. I
Yeah.
take a drink. I've never had anything by them.
Yeah.
So this is my introduction to them.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You should,
because
yeah, no.
Yeah,
he
I-
is saying some praises, and the initial, like that initial taste, kind of gives you that like, and then immediately let down. But that initial taste goes, they know how to make decent beer. This one just didn't go their way in the long run.
Yeah, I don't
After
even
a
know
little
when
bit
this
of
is
time.
packaged.
But we don't even know how old this is. Like he pulled this out, like it was dumb as fuck. Like he opened up his walk-in, and then he had like birthday Imperial Bean Spirit in there, and I was looking at it. He goes, "I know the dude's from McKellar. Just take whatever the fuck you want." So he just gave us access to like all this ridiculous shit from Chicago because he didn't give a shit. So this was in the recesses of his
Where are they from again?
Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Well, I'm
Westmont-
sorry.
I drink
Right
out there
outside-
a lot. I have
right
Right
outside-
Westmont. It's right. It's not far from the Moore, the original Moore.
Okay.
Taproom.
All right, I got you.
About 20 minutes, I think, north.
I got you.
Say.
Suburb of Chicago, I guess.
A couple of my beer buddies live up there. I've known since college. I go up there and drink with them all the time, and I wonder if they even know about them because they've taken me about everywhere they like. So I'm gonna have to.
Well, we got introduced to them by
Street Side.
Garrett from Street Side. They had done a collab with them.
Oh, really?
And so whenever a brewer comes to town, we have a Meet the Brewer night, and we love to take them out. And we have successfully made everyone leave before we're ready to leave, with the exception
of
Chad Beavers from Little Beaver,
which is the
who
oldest
is
motherfucker
50 years old, and that motherfucker was out till 4 a.m. and they don't have scooters apparently.
So they were just riding.
The scooters around Indianapolis.
Every time I'm drunk downtown, you can bet your ass I'm going to end up on one of those. Fucking
Everybody
scooters.
else, Garrett. He just pieced all the way the fuck out.
Jeff from Narrow Gauge Irish goodbye us at like 9:15.
We looked up because we always take them to Kuma's if they're not from Chicago.
Kuma's.
We looked up and we're like, "Hey, we're going to Kuma's. Where the fuck is Jeff?" And then we like texted him. We're like, "Dude, where'd you go?" He's like, I left." So
he's like, it got a little too much in there for me, and I had to go.
I really hope he responded with.
Like 18 A's. I feel like I'm not changing the memory, so that's what happened. But Garrett told us to go talk to Eric at Whiskey Hill because he's like, that motherfucker.
He's young,
and he'll party for fucking ever. And we're like, okay. We didn't even know if the beer was really that good. And we're just like, somebody who will hang with us, that's fine. We get there and he starts giving us beer, and we're like, oh. What a great idea that Garrett had. So it'll be this is a great representation on the start of what they're capable of doing. Because again, for an oxidized bottle to still have so much potential through the oxidation,
I agree.
Is incredible. And Pinky's out.
Oh, the collab on Street Side. We're getting 2 cases of that.
Oh,
and it is
Whiskey Hill's
version
is better.
Best
Criminal Captivity.
Yeah, no. I agree, and I'll definitely agree with you.
Talk a lot.
No, I love it. Half the time we have guests that were like...
Probably Stefan from Hocklore. I don't know where the camera is, you dumb motherfucker, but...
no, so that I appreciate. I will agree with you. It's very encouraging at the beginning. I'm excited. I'm going to try to make it out when you guys have them there, because with what I'm getting at the beginning, I want more. With what I'm getting at the end,
75% of our package is all stouts.
Unfortunately, we do great on this bottle this time. Yada yada yada.
100%.
Which sucks. So they're going to get a rough grade on this one, but I'm excited for more because they're not going to get raped by any stretch. I'm happy there. Also, speaking of collabs, I know John and them haven't talked about it for some freaking reason, but we actually got a collab this past
conversation,
weekend.
man.
We have
a tap room.
We went up to Hopplore and brewed with them.
Shit.
Which is why I'm saying you said Stefan, and I was like, yep, now I'm
Well,
good.
he talked shit the minute we got on here.
Well,
that
yeah,
was like
Stefan does.
Yeah, because fuck that dude.
Yeah. But we went up to Hopplore, we brewed with him, we made a barley wine. It's the first time we've collabed with anybody. It's going to have our logo on the bottle. Nice. Our faces are going to be on the bottle. We're having a fucking blast. So it was a hell of a good time.
It's a 13%. Probably. We gotta wait till you see where
it's going to come out 13 roughly percent.
Yeah.
After it was all said and done, because we got almost all the way through it, we left. He finished up the last couple things.
Just transfer over.
And transferred it, and he tasted what just was getting transferred, and he's like, well, based on this before fermentation, it's going to be a good one, boys. And I was just like, yeah, all right. Yeah. So barley wine's my thing. It's one of my favorite styles of all time. It's an English-like barley wine.
Yeah.
Because, as Stefan says, he doesn't like following
English
the rules.
style.
He doesn't like following the rules. So it's not a true English, but it's English-like. It's in the English style.
Yes.
We're excited. It was a lot of fun. We did that Saturday.
We got lots of pictures to post. It's gonna be a great big post that'll go out once we're ready. But yeah,
we'll bring some by.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I plan on getting a case of it and taking it to people and doing all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna
It may be on their list of beers to buy. So
who knows? Maybe a tap room will carry a Basements Hopplore collab. Two Beerded Basements Hopplore.
Two Beerded Guys Hopplore collab.
He likes the basement.
I like the basement.
He likes the basement.
The basement
That's
is
actually pretty
like
funny.
the most endearing part of this podcast. The host.
No, John's still here. You're good.
Somebody come.
No, I don't actually know who this is. I've been confused.
Yeah, he's having wrong place,
I've gotten confused
Yeah.
multiple. He stands up, different
It's
person.
like, yeah. It's
But when he stands up, he's the same height.
That's funny. Maybe that's why I was confused. Maybe. That's pretty good.
so
Yeah.
we have definitely been described as the drunkles, the fun drunk uncles.
Yeah, we've been
Okay.
called that a few times.
In like this. What's the? God damn it!
Shit
the
show?
movie. Never mind.
While John's thinking,
You lost it.
we got
I
DJ
know.
Swain
I
checking
did.
in. What's up, Todd?
What's up, Todd?
DJ Swain.
Back to
Wayne's
this
World.
score. We do need to score it. I believe I'm first. Sure, why not? The start, the potential is there.
Yeah.
It definitely is oxidized. The back end's not pleasant, but it's not awful. Because the start is so good, I'm only giving it a 275. Like, I'm not going any lower.
Damn.
I think there's such potential in this beer from that start that I won't make myself go lower than a 275.
So.
Cross
Yes,
my
it's
mind.
oxidized.
Crossed my mind to go lower, but
It's got such great potential, and it's funny that you said that because I honestly thought you were going to go lower based on the oxidization. I was going to go 275 as well, but honestly, I'm going to continue to look for them based on this oxidized beer.
based on the start of the beer, I agree 100%.
Right, like that's
Now, if
okay.
I go to their event with them, and the first couple beers I try, I find, which I don't believe is going to happen based on the start of that, but I go, this beer sucks, I'm going to turn around, walk out, and be like, they're on my list of not drinking anymore. They're
Yeah.
going to join 903,
So-
and,
Unfortunately, this
Brewer
bottle
shan't be
is a
named.
275, but I gotta believe, based on the potential of this, that they're fire. They're gonna be awesome.
what about you, my man? This
Uh,
beer this time.
Yep. With them, 3. The problem is that it's not your guys' average thing. The difference is if I got like a 5 or 10 ounce pour of that and I drank it, it'd be the same note. It'd be like, oh, it's a little bit oxidized, but I'm not unhappy with the pour of beer. So for me, I don't want to say it's less than average when it's the start of it. If it's just the start, it's a 4.25. I'm very happy with all of it.
I might even be a 4.75.
The oxid, too many syllables. It's oxidized.
It is.
That part of it drops it pretty low. So I'm going to give it a straight 3. Definitely something that I wouldn't be upset to try or even have another one of, even though I know the off flavor.
Larry?
I'm gonna go 3.5 on this one. King of the motor oil over here. I'm like, it's dark, it's heavy, and it tastes like chocolate. I agree that it's oxidized, but I'm like, I can live with that. This one
yeah,
makes me happy.
it's a very livable oxidized.
Matt?
I'm gonna go with the 3. It's one that I wouldn't send back. You can tell it's a little off, but I could still drink it and be okay enough with it. But I think it has the potential to be a lot better. But this bottle this time, it's kind of that average because of the oxidation.
Well, and that's the whole reason we do the score the way we do. We purposely bump the average to be above that middle of the 5.
That 2.5.
Yeah.
It's not 2.5. We purposely bump it up higher than that. Coming
Yes, 2.5 is
coming from the beer industry, we purposely raised it to not screw anybody. And then that 2.5 to 3 range especially is a lot of people's core beers anyways. Most breweries' core beers, the ones that are always on tap, are going to be in that 2.5 to 3 because they're usually made to be a little cheaper. They don't put as much into them because it's the stuff they brew at mass quantities. That just tends to be the way it works. Now, some breweries' core beers are 3.5s and 4s. Like, they're just damn good breweries. But a lot of breweries
narrow gauge.
end up in that 2.5 to 3.5 range, and that's kind of why we made the ratings the way we did. Eric?
You better not rate it over a 3 after that fucking filibuster of a speech. You did.
so
You better
back
just say like 2.75 or something. He'll get mad at you.
You can rate it whatever you'd like. I don't
He'll
have a
remind
problem
you
with
that 2.5 is a core beer. He'll remind you that 2.5. 2.5 is any beer from anybody made ever.
Well, while I did originally say earlier in this that I didn't do below 3.75, where I just say I don't rate it.
This isn't infected. It's fine.
That is the most like cop out shit I've ever heard.
No,
No. That just means if it's not a 3.75, I'm not going to drink it again. That's my
Personal
version of
floor.
Untapped ratings.
Your personal floor is a 3.75.
Yeah.
He's got high expectations, man.
So
you guys have no.
I mean,
idea.
I would drink this again, but also the first sip I was like, ooh man, Damn.
I was waiting.
I shouldn't have.
I knew you
shouldn't
should
have brought
have.
this
The
on.
minute I saw it, I was like, Eric,
You
get out of your
should
car.
have just.
It was
you
too
should've-
late. They'd already lined it up. I was like, fuck,
you could've
it's
just
in
said,
here.
You could have just said no.
Maybe I just wanted a validation that people thought the same thing I thought, so I wasn't crazy at home as I chugged the whole bottle of it.
Listen, if you want to appreciate great beer, you got to know what bad beer tastes like.
And this
Which is
wasn't
how
bad.
we know this isn't bad.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
how
saying.
we know it isn't
That's
bad.
how we're just like, oh, fuck, this bottle got
285
fucked, but
for
the...
me.
What was that?
285?
285.
Damn. He said, fuck y'all score, we're the guests. Let's go, line it up.
This is
Wasn't
why I
even on
don't
the
leave
table.
people alone with him that long, because he's the king of throwing random ass scores. when
He
he
did not
it.
do anything bad at all today. He's been pleasant. He's been great.
Nobody runs
I had
off
to keep
him.
it together.
I don't know who he is, but he's been wonderful.
He's my business partner. For the business that loses money, so that tells you what kind of...
Hey, we're in the same.
No, we don't lose money.
We don't lose money.
No, you're paying your employees. You know, I heard
We're
that
paying
part earlier.
employees, we're paying
401ks,
401ks, we're
yeah.
paying insurance.
Hells
we
yes.
spend a bunch of money on dumb shit that we should never spend money on. Yeah, that's fun.
So business that does it right. I heard 401ks and shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We
We're-
paid back
we're
some
a
of our
tap room.
investment.
Hells
The whole reason
yes.
we got out of the industry is because we needed insurance and shit.
Our
Yeah.
employees are guaranteed a wage if tips don't get there. We'll never make money, but I don't technically.
We have a good time.
Yeah. As long,
get-
as,
there's
long as
perks.
the beer that I consume
There's
doesn't come out of
My
my
bank account?
actual personal bank account, and it comes out of the magical bank account that's tied to the bar,
You
it's
know
like, who paid for it? I don't know where the money came from. I don't know who's buying me all this shit, but I really appreciate them, and I'm glad I haven't paid
As
for
long
beer.
as the beer we drink comes out of Matt's bank account,
Yeah, they're happy
it's
too.
so good.
It's the same thing, right? If you don't know who's paying for it,
Fantastic.
it's
Magical
so
Matt.
much better.
That's his new name. Magic Matt, not Magic Mike.
By the way,
Magic
Oh, I don't live
Mike,
up to that.
That
he's
wasn't-
off-screen whatever.
that
They don't
wasn't-
even care about him. They told
that
him
wasn't
100 times.
275 average.
This bitch
No,
too.
no, we care about him. He just doesn't count.
He matters.
He matters. He just doesn't count.
We've got.
We had a guest. We had a guest.
Larry's over there too, just like
We had a guest.
that's like
Is a tap room hiring?
they're not ugly,
it.
but I wouldn't
Stop
date
it.
them.
We had a guest who's friends with all of us, has known Matt for a long time. She was trying to say the same joke one day and literally was like, "Oh, Matt doesn't matter." And we're like, "Kelly, he matters."
Listen, she's also the same person who turned him down for a date and a job at the
At
same
the
statement.
same time, it was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
He was
You
asking
offer
for a
her
job. No, he was
No.
asking for a job, and she thought he was asking for a date. Turned him down for the date and the job basically simultaneously. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
That's pretty good.
She drops in full
rough being
purple
me.
embarrassment. Chris and I are sitting next to each other. We are leaning on each other, crying, laughing so hard, and
How
Matt's
do
just
you-
like, "Oh."
What sentence do you use to ask for a job that sounds like a date?
Okay, so
Like, that's the fun part of this. He's like, if you looked at somebody like you offered him a job, be like, hey, we fucking or what? And they're just like, yeah, we like, I think we'll make a great team. Or they're just like, ooh, fuck no.
you're actually not directly far out, but what happened was not as strong a verbiage, but a similar concept where, like, you know, we're sitting around there, and I was kind of like, hey, you know,
You gonna get some?
Alpe's got that 2 for $20. You should let me
Yeah,
take you out sometime. And then, you know, after that, we went
I love
to
this
talk
beer.
about them hiring. And then she had to go to like 10 bars. She came back and was like, hey, we were talking about earlier. She's like, oh no, I'm not looking to date. I was like, I was actually asking about the job position. And that's when she turned 8 shades of red, dropped below the bar, and then 2 months later was
you
dating
s-
another dude named Matt.
But you still didn't get the job,
Who's
which
she
is
married?
even worse. She's embarrassed and still didn't give
Oh
you the
no,
job.
they gave up on that conversation instantly.
Yeah.
She was too embarrassed to try to bring it back up, and he was like, "Well, I just got shot
Coffee's
down."
for closers, though, right? Like,
This is soft on the inside, Imperial Sweet Stout with chocolate, gingerbread, and marshmallow from Arcane Ale Works, in collaboration with a tap room. Brewed and packaged by Arcane out of Florida, Largo, Florida to be exact. Label design. It's healthy. It's Heather J. Nice. Instagram. I like when breweries give shout outs to their people who make the art.
Yeah.
That I hate when they're just like, really cool art. Fuck the people who did it. We're not telling you who it is.
Also, DJ Swain saying, oh shit, I know Ream's ass is there. I can hear his laugh.
Aw, fuckers.
Well, no.
No ABV.
did you not give Larry
No
one?
ABV.
It's high. Hold on.
It's 10.5.
It's not that high. It's not low.
I like it though. He's like, it's not. Oh, it's
Hold on, since we care so much about
He's
it.
got
It's
it.
10 or 10.5.
Larry, my man.
I hate when people do that. Thank you, sir.
You know what? It's that bullshit marshmallow where you want to toast it, but you don't actually toast it because it's not burnt. I want toasted marshmallow.
No, fuck
All right,
that.
hold on.
10% according to Untapped. Also, this is one of the highest collabs. Is this the highest collab we've done?
So I want to point something out. When a
Oh,
marshmallow beer
That is good.
is burnt, John gets pissed. When a marshmallow
No, I
beer
like that.
doesn't, no, you like marshmallows that are burnt, but you get mad all the time during the beer when it's like too burnt.
Yeah, it's too roasty.
So now he's over here going, I want burnt because it's not. When it is burnt, he's like, I don't want it burnt in my beer. This is the funniest shit I've heard in a
They're
while.
just not
because
pleasing him.
This is worse than him with Listerman.
Biggie beats it by 0.02.
Oh, yeah.
This is 4.15. Figgy's 4. Figgy's
This one needs more
phenomenal.
roast though.
Figgy, I loved the response from them. So
Some of these were
Arcane was the only ones. I don't want to say dumb enough because Joe was actually one of the coolest people I've met in a really long time. They did 2 collabs with us. So they wanted to do a sour because that's what they're known for, and then obviously it's a stout because it's December. And I said, "What do we want to do for a sour?" I go, "Figgy pudding." They go, "What the fuck is that?" And I go, "That's not my job. You said, what do I want? You figure it out." It is the highest rated collab that we have.
And
That's
they
awesome.
said, and all of them said we've never even had figgy pudding before.
God, I love it. Sugar plums and
Don't they listen to
Oh,
Christmas
yeah, I
songs?
agree.
So good, and they killed it. And they put it as part of one of their core sour series, Grandma Fingers.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be part of the Grandma Fingers, and then soft on the inside will be its own thing." Because I got to shot call both of them, and then I couldn't fly down there to do the collab.
I changed
'cause
the
something-
recipe on this one a little bit because it
Yeah.
was going to be like a 6.5%, and I wanted it to be a big pour.
It was also supposed to be a Shrek pun of a name and or a Gucci Mane reference with the burr cone on it, and none of that happened.
I really pushed for the
I was
Gucci
so
Man one.
I was
but
so upset.
the-
Call it like Claymore, and it's Gucci cutting his wedding cake, or like a fucking nothing. But that's fine. We got a gingerbread
What was
man.
the name of our collab, if it works?
As the
Is
queen.
this the real life?
Yeah, queen.
Yeah. Is this the real life? Or is this real life?
Is this real
Or
life?
whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then the label, if the guy that does their labels can make it work, is going to be like the album cover with the 4 faces. And it'll be Stefan, Matt, except Matt will be doing this, and then John and I. Because he's off screen, you can't see his face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's
Yeah.
dedication to character. Didn't know what I
You
signed on
should
for.
just have like a little speech bubble that says, "What about me?" Like coming from.
Or just speech bubble, and all it says is OSM.
Yeah, there you go.
Not even Matt's face, just a speech bubble that says OSM.
Or just OSM on there somewhere, and then anybody who knows. But
How do you feel about the carbonation level on this?
this one's low too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's where they should be.
Thank you.
Right.
No,
Thank
I'm in
you.
this camp.
Oh no! See on draft.
card
Matt?
level Coney dog level,
Matt,
right? Like that's.
fuck you and your damn Skyline chili.
You put the habanero cheese on there, bro. I'm telling you, game
I've had
changer.
it. Still not great.
I can't get any head on it as I swirl.
What do you
Yeah.
need head for?
Hey, first
I have a few answers.
So,
Oh, we're talking about beer right now.
yeah, I got a question for the Peanut Gallery online here. Todd's asking, I don't know if this is an actual answerable question because it's a steep one, but if you guys had to have one last beer to drink, could you name what that would be?
The one we haven't had yet.
That's a great answer.
My grandpa always told me that OPB was the best beer, so I'm going to go with that. Other people's beer. That would be. There you go. That would be the one last
you
beer I
just
can
drank
have.
all our beer.
Other people's beer.
For me, it's kind of a blend of both. Mine's the free beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free things always taste better.
God, free.
Now, if like gun to my head, I had to pick a beer, I probably could come up with something, and then I'd probably like as I'm drinking it, going, "Damn it, I chose wrong."
What am I doing? No, I fucked up. I'm kind of drunk. What's Keith's beer? My Camp Chugga fucking thing. From Perennial.
That's like me.
Hummel.
Camp Chug-a-Lug?
Hummel from Perennial. I have drank a pallet of that since November.
Maybe that's why you're losing your sight.
Maybe. Fuck. It is. It's a fucking hoppy. It's a hoppy
It's a Belgian pale ale.
You fucking.
The weirdest style that nobody really likes.
I hate that kind of beer, and Hummel fucks. Hummel from Perennial. Drink it. That's the PSA right now. We have no more at the bar. Keith gives me some all the time. But that beer, that's my answer to whoever the fuck asked. Hummel from Perennial. I would bathe in that, and before I drown, I would try to suck up as much of it as I could.
Gun to my head, it would be River Norse. Like it's their bearded guard. it wasn't a traditional bearded guard, but something in that realm. It's like I said with the barley wine. It's bearded guard style. But River North, most of their beers, especially their big boys, but that one in particular, that would be my gun to my head, first thing to my mind. After that, it's Hop Slam, and I don't know why those two are the two, but they're the two.
Oh, I would just drink. If I had to drink a beer till I died, it'd be Blind Pig.
Okay.
Fair.
Till I die.
Eli on TV.
Realize Eric died the way he lived.
I would go Right Way to
We
Heaven.
both know what it is.
Ooh, yeah.
It's not
That makes
Westy.
sense for you.
Matt's is
It's
Keystone.
100% Westy.
Yeah.
100% Westy.
Just because I've drank more Westy.
No. We did the math.
Yeah, I drank 7 barrels worth of it.
You
in a
drank
year.
a fucking literal ton per year of that beer. You can't say the beer that I would drink till I die is anything but the beer you
That you've
drank
already drank.
Ton of.
2,000 pounds a year of. That's the answer. Just say it. It's fine. The answer's Westy.
We already just said free beer, but it's no longer free, so it's no longer the best beer.
Humans are 70% water. You're 70%
Unfortunately,
Westy.
unfortunately, Larry.
Chief Executive of Media Operations is calling you out on your bullshit.
No,
That's what he does.
I will give Eric his due credit. He said it's no longer free, so it's no longer the best. Unfortunately, those are the rules, but you are mostly Wesley.
Yeah, and we've got a fun thing coming up after that.
I know,
We'll let people know later.
That's more April 9th.
April 9th news.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
10th. Also 10th.
That's the after party.
Street
Yeah.
side robe. Because
puck it too,
I feel
man.
like Hugh Hefner when I drink it. And I just, till I die. Red Velvet, let's go.
Can I pick another beer too, though?
Why not?
Hold on. Also, I'm diabetic, so like it's not very long till I die.
Yeah.
Like I take
Yeah.
6 cans and that's it. Put
He
me in a
did
coma.
bring up Street Side, and I have maybe annoyed the brewer to the point where he told me don't talk to him ever again. Because Puckett, also from Street Side, it's pineapple upside down cake Berliner.
Oh,
We've
that
had
was
it.
good.
It was solid.
That was good.
It's perfect.
That
You
was-
have very low opinions of too many things.
No,
That
I've
sounds right.
I have
That sounds
honest
right, actually.
opinions of too many things.
I think you don't like Cincinnati is all I'm hearing. Coney Dog's bad.
I have money on
Puckett,
the Bengals to win the
meh.
Super Bowl.
Oh man, just because you picked a sports thing doesn't mean that you like Cincinnati.
No, I really don't. But
Yeah,
they have a
that
lot of
makes
good
it
beer
no
bars.
tracks.
They have a lot of good beer bars.
OTR is fantastic.
They have a lot of good beer bars. I spent a lot of time
You're
in
on our
Cincinnati.
You're on my side.
I love going to Reds games. Love going to Reds games. You know?
Can't talk yourself out
4.
of it.
That's my rating on
But I
this
had
beer.
Cincinnati shit as a city. It's fine. 4.
Yeah. I'm going to go 4 on that as well.
I'm going to match it. Very solid. Nothing wrong with it.
I would say if the marshmallow was burnt, it would be higher. I would prefer the burnt marshmallow on that.
Draft, it was a 5.
I would like a little more toast.
Draft was
I just thought it was funny when you said what you said.
draft was better than the bottle.
Okay.
We would know we had plenty.
Well, I'd hope so. A little more toast would be nice. I think it would cut that sweetness just a little bit, give it a nice kind of burnt / sweet taste, give it a little nice combo.
It just needs a little bit of acrid on the back end to make that next drink a little bit less.
But overall,
From somebody who wants all the diabetes in the world.
I want diabetes, but I still like fucking balance.
that explains why
Old
you
school
and I.
nutcase was like the epitome
That explains
of
why him and I disagree on stouts.
why.
Because he wants the diabetes and I want an actual stout.
I also love actual stouts, but if I'm going to drink adjunct bombs, I want them to be done the right way.
What's the one that we got? The barrel age peanut butter pretzel, caramel pretzel, salted.
Are you talking
Bullshit.
about seismic
Oh,
toss?
the
You
barrel
already
toss.
drank it.
Oh, we've had a lot of seismic toss and barrel age seismic
You
toss.
gave that to your wife.
Yeah.
That shit fucks.
Yeah, that
Regular
shit's good.
I was
seismic
going
toss.
to make sure that
Oh
you
my
had it.
god.
Okay.
Regular seismic toss. I went up to Windmill to, I don't even know what the fuck I had to pick up that day. It was one of the first times I went to go do a beer drop on my own. And Jake and Chris,
Yeah.
that between and Anime Kitties ruined my fucking life, and it was a 3-hour drive home. I sat in my car for 30 minutes, and I'm like, you're gonna be here for a while. And I sat in the parking lot of Windmill.
Barrel aged is really, really good because it cuts that sweetness just a little bit.
Oh no, don't cut it at all. Barrel age worse than regular. 5.5 out
It's
of 5.
100% what it says it is.
10%
It
better
is
than
so
perfect.
good.
So good. you ever want me back, man, to check you and make sure that
Oh, I
everybody
absolutely
knows?
want you guys back.
Yeah.
No,
Listen,
trust me.
If people want to know that your opinions are a little off and they want actual good opinions, I will come back every day.
Oh, that's adorable. Because so far you haven't been right on much.
I've been right on everything. I'm pretty sure I own a bar that people buy stuff from me because I talk like this. You're in a
So you
basement.
talk like an asshole.
You're in the basement.
Which is why people watch our shows, because I'm an asshole. John tries to check me.
John, they are so much alike.
I know, that's amazing.
Being able to own a bar doesn't mean you're right. No, plenty of people who own shit don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. Trump ran the country for 4 years, and a lot of people think he was right. So. All I'm saying is, the more power you have, the more correct you are.
You guys are like, no, so far apart, and then you're together. And you're so far apart, and then you're together.
No, we don't think this stuff should not be overcarved. That's fine.
We have one common thing.
Wrong people are. It's like the broken
You're
clock
right.
is right twice.
And you
twice
finally
a day.
got one right.
Okay.
Guys, we have hit the end of our time, though. I do want to thank a Taproom for showing up today.
Which
you guys are
What's happening?
a Taproom, not the. I heard that's the one you guys want to start a mile and a half down the road.
Not the tap, not district tap.
But-
Not 20 tap.
But seriously, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for bringing some great beer. From what I saw in the first hour, some of the that last stout, that was tasty right there.
Hey guys, bring your own cheese curds.
But I do want to thank Eric, Larry, and Xavier for that. You guys were awesome. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
You're very welcome.
We appreciate it.
I'll bring you some more IPA that you missed.
Dude, I'm so sad. I literally, I kept watching.
It won't be a
them,
long
like,
trip,
Now's
you're saying.
when they fucking do all the IPAs. I'm shit.
You gotta get the shit
I think we
out
did
of the
this-
way in the start, and then finish on a good note.
Well,
See,
we do always start light to dark because all three of us love our dark beers. But I'm the IPA guy of the three of us, and I was just like, I'm never going to have that many IPAs on
On
one
the
show.
flip side, if we
He
drank the
looks like
stouts,
he
he'd be
likes
shitty
old
too.
IPAs.
Now, you can thank that dipshit for all the old IPAs.
No, those were good.
But thanks again for coming, though. Seriously, that was awesome. We'd love to have you back on again. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
My dog being Q.
With us today, a tap room. Now you got me all fucked up.
But hold on, where's the
Hey,
camera?
you can get a pint.
I do want to say this really quickly. It is the last thing. It's not, but also,
Next to last thing.
it is the easiest branding, and I keep making jokes to Eric about this. We just turned the T into this whatever the fucking Wi-Fi tap symbol is.
Or
yeah,
a penis.
But or a penis.
Definitely a penis.
Every word that has a T in it, all we have to do is put that on there, and our branding is done. We don't have to think about anything. Also, glassware $6, tax included. You can buy it at the bar.
Nice.
Yes.
That was a shameless plug.
But again,
A pint,
thanks
a
to
flight,
a
or a
pint.
tulip.
On the
right.
show right now is...
Xavier.
On the show, the first part of this day...
I'm Eric. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And the,
What do you
the
want to say?
CEO of basically everything, from what I hear.
So you want my Instagram?
Check
You
this
want
shit.
my Untapped? What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? No, what do you want to say?
Whatever you
Hold on.
want to plug. Whenever I give you... You've had this chance like 7 times today. It's
I
different.
just plugged our fucking merch. We got shirts too. What else do you want? Xavier, I have merch.
Hey, media guy, would you tell them what they should be
We're the Two
This,
Beerded Guys.
Chief Officer of Media Relations, aka the
That's
Comer,
what that is.
This Larry, and
and he's gonna hang out.
That was perfect.
And he's gonna hang out with the cream dude.